Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alya, Azzuri, student number G1E021048, and in this video I'm going to make a reflection video about what I've learned in semantic and pragmatics class, especially in pragmatic material. So pragmatic is one of the branches of linguistics that involve the study of how context influences the interpretation of language. One key insight is that meaning extends beyond the literal definition of words, and also it deals with the speaker's intention, the listener expectation, and the context in which the communication occurs. For the example, in the sentence, "Would you crack the window? It's getting hot here." So the word crack semantically would mean to break something, but pragmatically we know that the speakers want someone to open the window just a little bit to let the air in. For me, having the understanding about pragmatic is really crucial in our daily life. For example, in a job interview, so the pragmatic here is about the ability to interpret subtle cues such as tone and body language to enhance the communication. So in one change, my group and I had a presentation with speech act as the material that we presented. So after having the presentation and also preparing the material, going deeper into speech act, now I know what exactly speech act is, and also I know about the example of speech act in our daily life, and also some of things that kinda challenged me while I studying about speech act. So the simple term, speech act is actually the action or purpose behind a statement, question, or any kind of verbal expression. So it's not just words that we say, but it's more like what we intended someone to do with those words. In addition, speech act is the job that the words do beyond their basic meaning, and it's really important in communication because it helps us to understand the intention and also the effect of what people say. Speech act has three types. The first one is locutionary. Locutionary is the act of saying the literal meaning. For example, do you smoke? So the literal meaning of do you smoke. And the second one is illocutionary. The illocutionary has the extra meaning. For example, do you smoke? It could be offering a cigarette. The last one is prolocutionary. Prolocutionary is actually the effect on the hearer based on the specific situation. For example, do you smoke? No thanks, I'm not smoking. There are three examples of speech act. The first one is directive speech act. So it can be request, comment, advice. For example, like, can you please open the door? And then the second one is expressive speech act. It could be like apologize, congratulations. For example, like, I'm so sorry for your loss. And then the second one is assertive speech act. It's like a statement of fact. For example, like, the sun rises in the east. When studying about speech act, I had some difficulties and something that kind of challenged me. The first one is about application into the real life scenario. For me, it's kind of hard to apply the theoretical knowledge of speech act into the real life practical situation because communication is dynamic and context dependent. So it's kind of hard to transferring the theoretical to the real life. Second one is about ambiguity in speech act, such as request and invitation, because they both can be inherently ambiguous. And also for me, it's kind of difficult to navigate the fine line between the literal meaning and the intended meaning, and also sometimes it's leading to potential misunderstandings. So just like the pragmatic, speech act is also really crucial in our daily life. For example, in the school instruction, when the student asks the teacher, like, can I go to the bathroom? So understanding that this question is a polite way of making requests is crucial. So the illocutionary force is to seek permission, and the response of the teacher will depend on their interpretation of the request. Pragmatic and speech act will influence my interpretation of language in various contexts. It influenced me to navigate social interaction with higher awareness and effectiveness. It has shaped my interpretation of language with emphasizing the importance of interaction, context, and multifaceted function of communication. So overall, from this semester in semantic and pragmatics class, I've learned a lot of things and I've got a lot of new knowledge about semantic and pragmatic, especially with the speech act which is the one method that we're going deep into it. From pragmatics and speech act, I realized that one word is not just has one literal meaning, but word is actually like beyond their literal meaning, which is always has intended meaning. It's always happen in our daily life without we realizing it. So for me, it's really important for us to having the knowledge and having the understanding of pragmatic and speech act for our daily life. So I think that is all for me. I'm so sorry if there's any mistake. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.